Kia ora, hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Well, the weather across New Zealand this week is going to be pretty settled to begin with, while over in Australia, a wintry change is moving northwards and peaks on Tuesday. Let's get into it with the animated wind map, and today you can see high pressure parked just near the Chatham Islands, and over in Australia, a southerly change moving in and dropping temperatures. It moves up and towards Sydney by Tuesday. It is much colder on Tuesday than Monday will be, and then that colder air goes right up to Brisbane. But in New Zealand, subtropical northerlies will be pushing temperatures up. Over the next 24 hours or so, parts of Southland will be about 10 degrees warmer than you were on Friday. So that is a big difference between the wintry southerly you had on Friday and the subtropical north to northwesterly that is building as we go in towards Tuesday. So that high pressure system out to the east of New Zealand, that's it here. 1038, nice big strong powerful high. Nice, if you like, sunny dry weather. Those in Hawke's Bay are probably a little bit disappointed because it's going to keep dry weather continuing on for you. But the easterlies continue at the top of the country. They are much more mild than we normally would get at this time of the year. So the chance of frosts in the north of the country, goodbye. You won't be getting them with easterlies blowing through, and the chance of frost in the South Island disappearing quickly now that you've got these mild northerly winds coming through. So while August kicked off on a cold note, it is definitely ending on a mild note for many parts of New Zealand. But it won't stay that way all across the week, so we will focus a little bit more. So we just showed you Tuesday. This is how Wednesday is setting up. That temperature drop over in Sydney has occurred, so you'll notice the low pressure system here encouraging more of those southerlies, but it'll be really Melbourne and Adelaide and Hobart that'll be the coldest on Tuesday, but certainly Sydney, I think you only got about 12 degrees as your daytime high, so that will be one of your more colder days so far this year. The low looks a little bit more aggressive than it really is because of the powerful high out over New Zealand and the next big powerful high south of Perth. So 997 is not that deep, but because of the big highs, you can see a lot more isobars going around it. So it is still a windy system. Rain sets in on the west coast on Wednesday. You've got windy conditions through there, mostly coming out of the westerly quarter. By Thursday, the lows moved a little bit closer, not a great deal of change to be honest. It's weakened though, 1,000 hectopascals, still cold in Sydney, still colder in Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide, and Hobart, but mild still in many parts of New Zealand. By the end of the week on Friday, that low starts to come in. It'll be patchy for the western side of the North Island. There is the front. It's kind of detached a wee bit from the low, and it's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Big high pressure south of Tasmania, another big high just northeast of New Zealand. So this system is kind of stuck in between the two and won't be moving very fast. So there'll be rain on the west coast with heavy falls, only patchy stuff moving into the east, and patchy rain also for the western side of the North Island. And our final map for Saturday shows a new low pressure system moving into Adelaide. Not very strong, not very aggressive, but just more showers in those coastal areas, and the temperature's starting to lift up a little bit ahead of it. You've got northerlies coming back in, that pushes the cold weather back out of Melbourne. Over in New Zealand, low pressure's in the mix. Nothing too major in here, a little bit colder maybe in the very south, but to be honest with you, it's a showery day, rain or showers across the country on Saturday. And that is all from me. For more details, please go to ruralweather.co.nz. It's the largest weather data website on earth for New Zealand. That's ruralweather.co.nz. And for everything else, weatherwatch.co.nz. We'll see you again on Tuesday with our next New Zealand Australia update.